Why was Hadrian's Wall Sycamore Gap tree cut down? Welcome to Mark and Pete. Here's a thought for stupid lumberjacks.
Not out of the woods. Woody the lumbering lumberjack could not see the wood through the trees, and with no knack for felling a tree stack, he would hack away in the breeze. Then a big branch fell upon his back, planting Woody into the ground with ease. Now his career growth is under attack, as he developed Dutch elm disease. Yes, there are some stupid lumberjacks around, and more importantly, we've seen some in recent times. Yes, haven't we, Clergyman Pete? Because a 60-year-old man has been arrested by police who has been investigating the cutting down of the famous Sycamore Gap tree in Northumberland. Why, oh why, was this done? Well, there are many environmentalists who are absolutely outraged at this act that many people would say is a completely confounded, not just the police, but pretty much the entire country. Now, although that this particular iconic tree has been around for 300 years, it was felled within one evening's worth of vandalism. Clergyman Pete, I ask you, first of all, why would anybody do this? But more importantly, what should be the punishment?
Well, first of all, why would anyone do this? Well, it does seem a strange act to have done in the way that it was done. If someone were to just grab an axe or something and hack away at a tree in anger or in some sort of stunt, well, you could expect it. But this seems to be quite professionally done. It looks like it was done with professional equipment and with a certain amount of professional expertise. So what have we seen here? Well, I guess it could be part of some coordinated terrorist attack in that, well, we see organizations like Just Stop Oil. I'm not saying definitely them, but just using them as an example, who will go and desecrate some well-known iconic work of art, or in this case tree of cultural significance, and they could have cut it down as a symbolic act, but no one's claimed responsibility for it. So at least at this stage, that doesn't fit in with that motivation. If it's just simply someone deciding that it needed coppicing, that also seems strange, because they appear to have done it for free. And normally tree surgeons, I remember from my own experience of trying to get my gardens in some sort of order, are very expensive. So I don't understand the motivation. I don't see it. And it's a beautiful tree that took hundreds of years to grow. So whatever the other significance, it's just a bad thing to do, and a pointless, unnecessary, vandalizing thing to do. As to what was your other question was what should be done next?
Yes.
Well, I mean, the thing is that it's a healthy tree with good roots, I understand. So it's looking like it will grow again, but it's likely to grow, if it does grow, into lots of different stems. Shoots will grow from it. So if you want to replicate what you had before, someone will need to take a cutting from those new stems that grow and plant it near where the tree is, but far enough away from that root system that it can grow happily by itself, and then, I guess, be carefully protected.
Well, I think that's the point. I mean, many people have believed that this is a 300-year-old tree. Not many people are really sure exactly how and why it grew in that place, whether it was done deliberately or whether it's just nature that actually this sycamore tree grew over the years. But the point being is it is iconic. Many artists, writers, photographers and others have actually seen it as an inspiration. Certainly for those who like walking and just enjoying nature as it is. But here's the other thing as well. Of course, many people will know that the actual landscape and its feature was also in the film Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, starring Kevin Costner back in 1991. So, it has gained fame over the years for many different reasons. Now, when you take away something that is an icon, particularly when it's nature, we're not talking about a monument here. It's not made of concrete. This is nature here, folks. Now, what I can say is that the Northumberland National Park Authority officials have said the tree was part of England's identity and it had been a real inspiration to many people. And I would agree with that. Now, the question is, what do we do? You mentioned about possibly taking cuttings, maybe the idea of nurturing another tree. I do know that some people have considered, should another tree be planted nearby, not to the same extent, because obviously the tree was magnificent in its stature. But here's the thing, what do you do with the tree part that felled? Now, here's some suggestions that have come through from the public over this time since the announcement. Some people have said that maybe some artifacts or crafts could actually be made and sold effectively to try and raise money for, again, putting some more, investments back into the community, into the environment. That's one good idea. But here's the thing, what about on the punishment side? Some people have said that the culprit, whoever that may be, or culprits, should actually be tasked with actually digging out the deep roots, which apparently, according to some experts, are as deep as the height of the tree. Now, if you think about trying to do that with a simple trowel, that could take a long time.
Yes,
but what do you think is a fitting punishment?
No, I can see that fitting punishment. I mean, in a more vindictive mood, you could say we have to be strapped in place and wait for it to grow up into you. But I mean, I think really, I can't think of anything that is fitting, because it's such a senseless thing to do, that anyone who would do it as an act of vandalism, if that's the reason, there's nothing you could do to them that would affect them. They'd never be able to see why it's a bad thing to do.
Well, according to one estate manager, it would take 150 to 200 years before it came even close to the size of the original.
What the question is, why would you do that? Now, let me give an example from my own experience. A different item that's been damaged, but you can see the significance. I'm a vicar of a church which has a church building which was constructed in 1849 with some stained glass windows, and one of the, well, actually three, but one in particular of the small stained glass windows with writing on them dedicated to particular people from the 19th century. Just small windows, but the were poked through by some young lads who climbed through the church railings. Just thought it'd be fun to smash the railings, and one window in particular is completely ruined. It cannot be reconstructed. Why do that? Why do that? And then it's the same thing with this tree. Why just ruin something that has something special about it? It's just, there's something evil about that, isn't there? I can't see what level of punishment would be fitting. I can't see what it would be.
Well, I'm really keen to know what our angered public think about this, because it has really sort of raised a lot of debate on social media and other forms of communication. And I'd really be keen to know, what do they think is, first of all, the replacement, but more importantly, when a culprit is found, what should happen? I think we should open it up to our listeners.
Yes. Well, as you know, gentle listener, all you need to do, I hope you know this, is just simply make sure you subscribe. Go to markandpete.com. Make sure you've subscribed, and you can leave a comment on this and every episode. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. But for Mark and myself, it's goodbye for now, and catch you next time.